Change of pace now, taking on grizzly bears, blistering cold and life-threatening storms. Jeff Wilson and his son lead anything but ordinary lives.
Now these Aussie explorers are setting off on a 2-year pole-to-pole adventure to highlight the impacts of climate change. And they join us now from the Gold Coast. Good morning to you both. Jeff, we'll start with you. Tell us about this expedition and what inspired it.
Jane, it's an amazing series of 7 journeys back to back, and what we're trying to do is protect the places that we love. My career has been traditional exploring, where we're pretty heavy on the environment with the ins and outs. So Nanook, this vessel behind us, is basically a green power station, and it's our forward operating base. So we're just trying to explore, can we explore carbon neutral or net zero?
Hey, Katali, we'll get to you shortly, but first to you, Jeff. This is, as you say, a net zero adventure. What does that mean? Where will you go?
Yeah, and it's, you know, we're not professing to be the experts in this. What we're trying to do over 7 journeys is map out for our community, the adventure community, a way forward where we can continue to explore. And it's so important for the human spirit to dream, vision and wonder what's over the horizon. But the days of doing it at a cost to the environments that we love are over. So we need to map out, how do we get in, how do we get out? And, you know, anytime we turn a diesel engine on or a plane or a car, we need to offset that. So that's what we're trying to explore.
All right, Katali, I understand you are going to be documenting this whole odyssey. What are you hoping to capture?
Yeah, like Dad said, just create dialogue around the climate crisis. It's such a phenomenal adventure, and we have this cause partnered with it. We're going to be going to some really extreme places like Patagonia, Antarctica and the Arctic, places that don't get seen much by the Australian public. So we'd love to just take people with us. We have a live stream, we have a documentary and a social page, so everyone can follow along.
Hey Jeff, do you get nervous before you set off on a big adventure like this? I know you're a seasoned pole explorer, but you've had also many near-death experiences. What sort of drives you, and are there nerves?
Oh, absolutely, Clint. The nerves are already starting, and it's just about, you know, managing the risk profile well. On this one, I've got my dearest son on board, so whilst he brings a huge skill set to it, there's also an added pressure of making sure I bring him home safe. Yeah. We've got a crew of 4, including Katali and myself, so a bit more responsibility than a solo Antarctic crossing, but it'll be nice to have someone out there to share the giggles with.
Yeah, I mean, what a father and son bonding moment, hey? Katali, most kids your age, you know, you're having a bit of a party, playing video. I don't know, what do kids do these days? Yeah. Most of them don't do what you're doing. Why have you chosen this path?
Oh, it's a great question. I think just the family I've been brought up in, we're just encouraged to dream and plan well. I think too, just where, like you mentioned, my generation's at with the climate crisis, just the amount of anxiety and doom there is around that. So to partner that with adventure, something that's so close to my heritage, it is really special, and it's something that it's going to be a phenomenal expedition for a young person to go on.
What does the rest of the family think about this?
Oh, I think probably Sarah, my wife, has had more anxiety attached to this one than any prior. She's been waking up at night and, you know, being open and honest, there's a load on the family. The 2 sisters are worried about their little brother, and but they also know that we are very, very big in the preparation phase. Like the ratio of doing to planning is about 7 to 1, so they've seen the intense logistics, the amount of work we've put into this vessel, so that she's safe in the Southern Ocean and the ice of the deep south. You know, that brings some calmness, but it doesn't remove all the butterflies at all.
Well, Jeff and Katali, good luck. We look forward to following on with your adventure, and you can follow their journey too. You can keep up with them. Head to projectzero.earth.
Dad and I go to the MCG to watch the D's play. Those 2 are going pole to pole.
As a mum, I'd be much happier with that personally.
Hey there, Today fans. Sarah and...
What's my name again?
Oh my God, Carl.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel, though. Subscribe now for more news, special reports and amazing Aussie stories.
And Carl misbehaving,
Whoa,
of course.
That never happens.
Always happens.
What's she talking about?